Hello guys, so I think it's time for me to report. If you've seen my previous video, I'm right now running some tests regarding the theory of low intensity and high volume in running. And because right now I'm in the countryside in France and I have like 3 months summertime, so I decided to devote that time to this investigation. And I'm running today. It was today it was 21st run, so 3 weeks precisely. Every day I'm running 10 kilometers. So at the moment I have 210 kilometers run in 3 weeks. And well, for me it's high volume. I understand that for professional runners, probably they run that kind of amount of kilometers in 1 week easily. But for me, 200 kilometers, because the last time I was running last summer, so I'm not really a professional runner, but I'm just trying to figure it out and see if low intensity training really as beneficial and as powerful as some theory tells us. I think the book, the title is 80-20 in running, and the results, to be honest, it's quite remarkable. I mean, for 21 kind of trainings, I understand it's preliminary. I understand that I cannot really maintain the kind of clarity of experiment. Why? Well, because sometimes I run in the morning, sometimes I run afternoon, sometimes it's hot, like plus 37, for example, Celsius, and sometimes it's raining and cold. So, well, of course, it's all influencing the heart rate. And as I told you, the main idea of this training is to pay attention not to the speed, but to duration and the time kind of, and the heart rate level. So I did several runs. First one I did control kind of testing runs, actually 2 runs, and I will dive right now into my application for that monitor, which I bought kind of several weeks ago. And I will show you the test runs and what result I have after 3 weeks of training. So I actually done 2 tests, or kind of to establish some kind of baseline. So the first one I did, I was running, keeping my heart rate in a level of 129 beat per minute. It's actually kind of easy runs. And as you can see, as a result of that, I was able to, with a heart rate 129, the time of 10 kilometers, duration of that run was 1 hour 20 minutes. So that's why, that's kind of those are parameters. 10 kilometers, heart rate 128-29, and the duration 1 hour 20 minutes. So what result do I have now after 3 weeks of training? Yeah, as you can see, my last run, when I was kind of keeping the same heart rate, 129. So as a result, I was able to cover the same distance, 10 kilometers, in 1 hour 13 minutes. Can you believe it? Like 7 minutes improvement just during these 3 weeks of low intensity training. I think it's quite remarkable because 10% of improvement in speed, it's huge for such a short period of time of training. And the second test I did, I was running more or less kind of high intensity, not highest, but I was running more or less fast. And as you can see, the duration was 1 hour 4 minutes, and the heart rate 150 beat per minute. And the same kind of run I completed just yesterday. And as you can see, I was able to cover the same distance, 10 kilometers, in 56 minutes. And with a heart rate 146. Guys, heart rate was lower and time was from 1 hour 5 minutes to 56. 9 minutes improvement and reduced heart rate at the same time. That's how powerful that low intensity, high volume training is. It's just remarkable. So conclusion, well, it's preliminary, but nevertheless, First of all, what I can tell you, it's joy. I mean, because you are not really, well, previous times I was kind of forcing myself a little bit. I applied my will to train because it is kind of suffering, you know, for 1 hour, kind of having no air and kind of tense your muscles. Right now it's just a pure joy. It's amazing. Why I'm running every day? It's not even because I cannot wait, you know, when I will be running next time. It's just so one conclusion. It's so much easier, no effort, to run with the pace and keeping heart rate kind of on a lower. Second benefit. Well, I believe it's really improving. You could see by those preliminary results that how powerful improvement in the strength of heart. So it's actually, this training is really beneficial and creates some kind of baseline, powerful foundation for your future fitness. Of course, you cannot probably improve in terms of super results kind of and high speed kind of type of racing, type of running, but that's create you extremely powerful foundation for that. And I know that you need eventually kind of apply also high intensity training towards this. But for example, this particular book, 80-20, they say that you need to have 80% of low intensity runs and just 20 high intensity. So far, last 3 weeks, I was doing just low intensity training. And even that kind of extremely beneficial. So first of all, it's in pure joy, kind of very enjoyable, so you don't need to push yourself. Second, the heart is improving incredibly, and as you can see, speed is improving as well. But in terms of your highest results, for example, yesterday when I was running kind of in a high intensity, I realized that my highest speed is not really improving. But what did improve, after I was running with my kind of high speed, and I covered, as I told you, the 10 kilometers in 56 minutes. It's not really super result in terms of real sport kind of running thing, but for me personally it was quite good result already because I'm not a runner. But what was different? Well, when I finished the distance right here, I discovered that I was running as kind of high as possible with the highest speed, but when I finished, my breathing was exactly as I breathe now. That's actually remarkable, really remarkable. I never ever in my life remembering finishing kind of high intensity training in running and having breathing like as if I haven't done anything. This is really amazing. So the fourth, so as I told you, number one conclusion, it's a pure joy. You don't need to push yourself. It's easy and joyful to train like this. Second, the heart rate improvement in terms of strength and health and foundation. It's really remarkable. The third one is that even if you run in a fast way, I mean that kind of your endurance, or I would say oxygen capacity, kind of volume capacity, is just improving incredibly. And the last thing what I discovered, actually, because I'm running and paying attention to my heart rate, I am kind of present. The run become almost like some kind of meditation, because I need to be in my body, I need to monitor my breathing, I'm paying attention to the heart, not to the speed. So as a result, the whole hour of training become practically meditation. And this is, you know what meditation is. I mean, it's quite in your mind. It's paying attention to your breathing, and it's a great rest from whatever activity you have, or business, or whatever activity you have in your life. So when you combine training with meditation and with the heart improvement and kind of general fitness foundation, well, I cannot stress enough that this is the most beneficial and the most quick way to improve your fitness. So that's pretty much my report after 3 weeks of training, and I will keep you updated. I'm looking forward to see what will happen after a few months. Okay guys, thank you.